Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana did what we did talk about in the previous video. We started to count the decline here that started on Monday as a WXY pattern, and yesterday we talked about that it might be quite likely to get that C wave to the downside before we finish, and that is what we saw here on Friday. WXY is obviously a corrective wave structure, and we talked about, first of all, this kind of trend channel. I think in yesterday's video we were basically somewhere up here, yeah, and I did already show you the C wave possible target as lower boundary line of the channel. We did reach that and reacted to it quite nicely already. So what we now need to see is if it can reverse from here and then also break above the upper channel boundary line. As long as it hasn't done that, it is very difficult to really confirm that the trend has shifted. Yeah, this is just what it is. It followed so far that trend channel. It of course can follow it further, but I mean, at some point it needs to turn around, or the setup and the support area we have here on the chart is not going to hold out, or is not going to hold. First of all, let me actually move the green support zone here a little bit to the side, because that was relevant around the 10th of March. It isn't so much relevant now anymore. Well, it might still be, but for now I'm moving it to the left. What is relevant is the orange support area here. This is super relevant for the wave 2, and in the as long as the 78.6 retracement is holding, which is at 1990, I think the focus can be on higher. Again, the WXY correction is a more complex correction. I'm sure other interpretations here are possible in this kind of scenario here. But for now, we've got wave W, we've got a wave X, and the Y wave could be complete. But now we need to just see that impulsive rally to the upside to deliver. And if not, well, then we might have to make this yellow support area relevant again first, but really below 1733. It will start to look very strange, this chart. So ideally, we're holding the orange box. If not, we fall back into the yellow support area, right? If that breaks as well, then we might need to prepare for new bear market lows, but we need to take it level by level and see how it does look structurally then. So what do we have here? What do we have? So at the moment, again, just a reaction here to basically our support box and nearly the lower boundary line of that trend channel. But can we also identify likely targets? So for example, I can measure the wave W length. I go to the high of the X wave, and the typical target here is the 1-to-1 ratio. Now we turned around just below that basically. So we didn't have a sustained break below it. It's an ideal time to turn around based on this count or target wise. Yeah. Another way of measuring is to take the length of the A wave to go to the high of the B wave. And here also basically we reacted to that 1-to-1 ratio. So from that point of view, you know, expected targets, expectations would have been completed, achieved. So we now need to be watching if we can turn around. Now it could be, and it's a bit too early to really talk about that, but if I try to analyze really the sub-wave structure here, then what I might go with is the idea that this here was a wave 1, here a wave 2, 3, and we might get a wave 4 triangle and then one more wave down. And then we could also hit perfectly here the lower boundary line of the support box, yeah? So let me just move this wave 3 to the right. And what would be a target for the third wave now based on the latest lows? That might still shift a little bit, but I want to give you the latest updates as we are here. So target for circle wave 3 based on the lowest lows, and that can still shift a little bit depending on how low the wave 2 really goes. we're looking here at around about the 29 US dollar level. Okay, that's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.